No.
Ding, 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 ding. I sell tractor trailer trucks.
Sweet.
The
Yeah.
big ones with
That
bunk
is
beds and
cool.
refrigerators and
The little mini
good stuff. Kind of only the trucks that you haul product behind. You can see how that might be tempting to say, God, I know you want me to be a missionary. I know that's your will for me, but this is a pretty cool job. I make decent money, and it's a pretty fairly simple job. I don't have to go and get dirty all day, painting vehicles like I used to. It's a little cleaner job. You see how sometimes there's other things that aren't God's will that can be just as cool to do sometimes? Have any of you guys had God talk to you at all about what He wants you to do with your lives? Anybody feel like God's talked to them yet about things He wants them to do?
I know where I'm going to college.
Where's that?
Baseball.
Facebook. Cool. And God told you that? I know some of our kids here in this group work with like kids on the move, and God has given them a passion for little kids, and that's why they're never here.
6, 7, and 8. It's the 3
Do I have
middle
kindergarten?
school.
Kindergarten, anyone? First grade. Danny's in kindergarten, everyone?
Yeah.
For the 8th year running. Go Danny!
Yeah.
Debut album here in Charleston Edge Youth Group. Busting it loose. For the whom I got you and me, the foundations of the earth, ordained by you to move the mountains, predestined from my birth. I need to know your will for me, Lord. Your will for me, Lord. Please open the right door to your will for me, your will for me. Your will for me, Lord. Need to know your will for me, Lord. I need to hear your voice. Speak your will for me, your will for me, Lord. Doing all right, Jackson? All right, make sure. I don't want to live in confusion. I don't want to walk through the wrong door. Only want to move in your anointing. Break me loose, don't let it go. Need to know your will for me, Lord. Your will for me, Lord. Please open the right door. Your will for me, your will for me. Your will for me, Lord. Please know your will for me, Lord. I need to hear your voice. Speak your will for me. That's gonna say with me. Your will for me, Lord. Your will for me, Lord. Please open the right door to your will for me, your will for me. Need your will for me, Lord. Your will for me, Lord. I need to hear your voice. Speak your will for me, Lord.
I already heard that song on TV once.
What? You already heard that song? I made the mainstream. Alright, which one of you guys tapped my living room, stealing my music and put it on TV? Oh, I just closed my notes. Uh-oh. You guys are pretty special. This is my debut album here in Charleston Edge Youth Group. My music's going. Look, it's like cha-ching! This is my notes you guys stay like. I'm not prepared. All of us, rather we're old fuddy-duddies like me, 30 years old.
It's not old.
It's not that old. It's
Not
right
that bad,
in, it's,
My dad
Yeah, it's ancient.
it's like right in the
And
middle.
your dad's only just a little older than me. So God has chosen you guys already. Even right now, He's already chosen you guys for a purpose, right? Do you guys believe that? Do you think, just talk to me a little bit. Do you guys feel like you have to be a certain age before God can use you, or a certain age before God can show you His will for your life?
No.
Anybody think that?
Because before he was married to my grandmother, he was going through a hard time, and I told him about it, I guess.
That's good.
And it doesn't matter the age.
That's right. And God can use you even outside of your family. Sometimes that's our easiest place
He
because.
wasn't even there. He was in the family.
He could use you any minute, anytime.
So if any of you guys, you've got a single grandfather, you can hook him up.
I found it. That's my grandmother. Actually, it's my grandmother.
You know what's that?
My grandmother's. Well, that's never mind.
Cool. Cool. Good.
Like, I'm babysitting.
Yeah. Can you babysit this kid who's a year younger than you? Some that okay. Now that you're an adult, you're 13, can you babysit my 12-year-old?
They're like 3.
Yeah. Felt a little young though, a little insecure. I was talking to Daryl once. I'm like,
Babysitting my 2 sisters that play cards.
I was talking to Daryl about his babysitter that he hires, one of them. She's a little nervous about things. And,
Especially with 4 boys.
so, what's the oldest one's name?
Zephyr?
Zephyr. Zephyr decided it'd be cool she'd put them to bed, to jump out the back window in the snow, walk around the snowbank and knock on the front of the door, and run around and get back in his window. He did it about 3 times and he scared their poor babysitter to death. So. It's like when he was a kid too, jumping out the back window in his pajamas.
That's just
walking
like
through the
Daryl.
snowbank.
Daryl
Yeah.
would do that.
So needless to say, when Daryl got home, he's like, someone's been at the door. Daryl followed the footprints to his son's back window with snow. So if you're going to do this stuff, do it when there's no snow, alright? It's pretty easy to follow the
Or
snow.
at least cover up the
Either that or
trail.
rake the snow out as you go back to your... It's gotta be smart with this stuff. Edit that.
Ew.
So babysitting is a cool example. Anybody else have anything that they felt too young to do? I still feel too young to potty train. I'm trying, but it's really difficult for me. The lid is just so high up. And I don't want to say this negatively the wrong way. You want to listen to your parents, but sometimes your parents and people that love you around you will try to lead you in a direction that they feel is going to give you the best, fullest life. They want you to be a lawyer or a doctor. If God's telling you He wants you to be someplace, you've got to, the Bible talks about forsaking all others and following me. He who leaves mother and father and wife and children and does my work, God is going to reward you so much more for doing His work. And again, don't ever take this wrong. You guys are a little young maybe to experience this now, but working in senior high, I've seen parents whose kids were called to be a missionary or called to be a whatever, say, no, we've had this plan since you were in freshman year that you were going to go this and be a lawyer and go to this college and do that, because they're looking at the physical side of, it's a good paying job, you'll be respected, you'll have a nice house, you'll have this. The reality is to not have that stuff for Christ is a blessing. So if you have God telling you something and what other people around you are telling you doesn't line up, I don't want to say don't listen, but just be careful who you listen to. Always listen to God's voice first. And then God will put people around you that will feed that and line up with what He's telling you, okay? Please share.